Yo, what's going on, guys? X-Ray Hawk here. Today what I'm gonna go to bring you is gonna be something a little bit different, something I have not seen a lot of people do here on YouTube. And as you guys can tell by the thumbnail and the title, I went ahead and put Rangers into the Western Conference of the MLS, and then on the Eastern Conference I put Celtics in. So those two teams are the top teams in Scotland, and I just want to go ahead and see how Scotland does against the MLS. Really, I was gonna do a Scotland versus the United States, but I was looking at the teams, and in FIFA on paper they look like they're a lot weaker than the MLS teams, so I thought they would just dominate them, and then the only two teams that would stand really a chance would be Celtics and Rangers. So I went ahead and put them here into the MLS instead of the MLS into Scotland. So we're gonna go and just put them in their little section, see how they do. It is possible for both of them to go to the final, so that's gonna be pretty unique to see. I want to see if they're the top goal scorers, if they make it to the finals, stuff like that. So I think it'd be pretty cool to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the middle of the season. I'll go ahead and catch you guys then. So now we're here in July 1st. I have not seen the table at all. My predictions are that Celtics would be top of their group, and then I believe Rangers is gonna be second or third, and I think they will still both be in the US Open Cup. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Eastern Conference first. Okay, so they're not, well, they're top 6 for sure. I believe this is the Celtic group. Top 5, they're top 4, top 3, top 2. Okay, so I was correct. Celtics is actually first place here, although they do have one more game played than Columbus Crew, so technically if Columbus Crew was to win that, they would be ahead of them. But either way, Celtics at the moment is first place. Western Conference Rangers are actually first place as well, so it looks like they're actually taking over the MLS pretty easily. I was actually not thinking they would do so good in their first season, but it looks like they are. Let's go ahead and take a look, see how the top goal scorers are. It looks like Reina, it looks like Arfield has 8 goals, but he's not even in the top. Yeah, he's not even in the top 5 of goal scorers, so I don't know how they're doing so good. Who's scoring for Celtics? They have nobody up here for Celtics. Not sure what's going on there. But I guess that works for them. Assist. Let's go ahead and see. Morelos and Turnbull each have 5, so I guess they're tied for third place. It's not bad. Clean sheets. Barcas actually has 7, so he's tied for second. And McGregor's tied for third. So overall, I mean, they're doing really good, but I'm not sure where everything is coming from, if I gotta be honest with you guys. Let's go ahead and... Oh, what happened? Why isn't the cup happening? For some reason the cup's not appearing, but I'll check in at the end of the season and see what's going on with that. Let me go ahead and simulate a little bit farther in the season, probably to the end, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how playoffs are going. Alright, so now we're here at the very end of the season. Everything has already happened. As you can see on the top right, MLS finals have already happened. I tried not to look, but unfortunately I already know who won the league, so I guess it's just gonna be a surprise for you guys. So no surprise here, Celtics actually keeps that first place. Looks like they actually did it in a very good fashion. 71 points. The people that were right behind them, Philadelphia Union, 63, so that's a pretty big gap. I gotta be honest with you guys. Western Conference as well sees the Rangers 74 points. That was a tighter race between Seattle and Rangers, of course, only 4 points, but after third place it drops to 56 points, which is absolutely terrible. So you can see how dominant the Scottish teams were. It's pretty incredible actually. Round 1, of course, neither of the teams are gonna be there. Now the conference semifinals, you see Celtics beat DC United 2-1. New York City FC beat Inter de Miami 4-3 in pens. Rangers actually beats LAFC 2-0. Portland Timbers beats Colorado Rapids 3-2. In the conference finals, Rangers actually falls to Portland Timbers, and Celtics actually beats Inter de Miami. So we can see Celtics is actually in the MLS final, and they unfortunately lose to Portland Timbers. So Portland Timber takes out Rangers, and they take out Celtics. So that's pretty incredible to see. So they were so close, and they got first place in their conferences, in their individual conferences, but they just were not good enough to beat Portland Timbers. Looks like Mora was just too good for them. Roof 16 goals, as well as Morelos. Celtics McGregor actually picks himself up 14 goals, so that's pretty good. Chara had 10 assists, of course. Vela up there with 8, and then Morelos with 8 as well. And then all the way down there, Turnbull only 6 clean sheets. Yeah, Barcas actually picks himself up 14, and the only person that did better than them was Clark. So it's Barcas, McGregor, or I should say Barcas, McGregor, and Clark were on top. So yeah, so they don't actually win the MLS in the first season. I guess they did do better, a lot better than Portland Timbers, but I guess they didn't win it. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and try again next season. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the middle of the next season. I'll go ahead and catch you guys there. Okay, so now we're here in season 2, and something weird happened. I'm not sure how it happened. Celtics and Rangers are in the same conference, in the same Western Conference. I don't know if it's because they don't belong in the game. I mean, in the league. So maybe that's where the game switched them around. I'm not too sure, but we're just gonna go ahead and play it out like that. Obviously, they can't get to the final, both of them now, which is kind of a bummer. But I believe now we can actually take a look at the league. Yeah, the US Open League. So I have no idea what happened, guys. So I guess we're just simulating like this. I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the middle of the season. All right, so now we're here in July 1st, and I have not looked at the table. I have not looked at anything yet. So we're gonna go ahead and see. Okay, so it looks like I'm actually topping off the Eastern Conference, but of course there's nobody here from Scotland in the Eastern Conference this season. Not sure why. Maybe they'll go back next year. I was only gonna do 3 seasons, so I guess next season we'll go ahead and see. Western Conference, however, ooh, it looks like LAFC and Portland Timbers are actually ahead of the game here against Celtics and Rangers. Looks like they're not doing too good here in their second season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the US Open Cup. Are they still in the running? Celtics is, but let's see who Rangers fell to. Philadelphia Union, which is actually facing Celtics. So let's hope Celtics does not have the same fate as they did. So let's go ahead and look at I guess the top goal scorers. Alexandre Pato actually making his name known here. Rangers Iden, I guess, has 10 goals in, and not sure how to say that name. From Celtics, 7th place, has 8 goals as well. So they're doing relatively good. Kent actually kept himself 5 clean sheets so far. So they're doing pretty decent actually. I might be able to win the league actually. I'm just simulating straight through the seasons. So I'll go ahead and catch you guys at the end of playoffs. Alright, so now we're here at the end of the season, and first off, I actually won my conference, which I'm pretty impressed with since I've just been simulating the games. Western Conference, you see Rangers actually with 70 points. Celtics all the way down in 3rd place with 56 points, which is relatively bad considering how good they were last season where they made it to the finals. Okay, so Celtics is going to be playing in round 1, and it looks like they almost got knocked down to FC Dallas, but they actually edged it out in a 4-3 win in penalties. Conference semifinals, however, you see Columbus Crew beat DC United, which is my team. Philadelphia loses to Orlando City. Rangers actually beat Seattle Sounders 3-2. Seattle Sounders is looking like a very strong team, and Celtics actually beat LAFC, so it looks like it's pretty annoying. Rangers and Celtics are gonna have to fight it out in the finals, and it looks like Celtics actually beats Rangers 2-1, and we actually fall to Orlando City. It's actually pretty crazy to see. The only player I know, well, Nani and I guess Alexandre Pato now, very good players, and the finals actually lost to Celtics once again. Celtics losing 2 times in a row already in this simulation. Oh man, you hate to see it. But it looks like Celtic player Ajeti actually picks himself up 20 goals, becomes the leading goal scorer right under Alexandre Pato. Rangers Kent actually picks up the most assists. Clean sheets, McGregor picks up 10, makes him 4th place, not bad. But yeah, overall, not a bad season for the Scottish teams. And one more thing we have to look at really quickly. It's going to be the US Open Cup. Okay. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Ooh, that is terrible luck from Celtics. They actually lose in 3-2 to New York City FC. Let's see how far Rangers goes down to Philadelphia Union. Celtics actually beats Philadelphia, and then Celtics goes on to beat FC Dallas. And then New York beats Chicago, and then New York beats Celtics. Man, you hate to see that. Celtics getting so close here, but they have yet to win the US Open Cup or the actual MLS League. So we're gonna go and simulate halfway through next season. I'll go ahead and catch you guys then. All right, so now we're here in the 1st of July. I have not seen the table at all, and same thing, I'm predicting Celtics and Rangers on top. Last season they weren't. That's what I'm predicting this season. So let's go ahead and take a look really quickly. I've not seen this yet, so I'm gonna be surprised, just like you guys are gonna be surprised. And it looks like they actually both stayed in the Western Conference, which is pretty annoying because last season you guys saw they could have both made it into the finals, but you know, that's not how it worked out. So this season, Western Conference, Rangers and Celtics actually tie. Looks like Rangers actually beat Celtics on goal difference. Or no, you know what? This is halfway through the season. What am I saying? Yeah. So they're currently tied, and we're gonna go ahead and see how it ends. It's actually gonna be a very, very good, I guess, title race. Let's go ahead and look at the Open Cup really quickly. It looks like only Celtics is still in it. Who did Rangers lose to? They actually ended up losing to Celtics. That is super annoying. Celtics is still in this. And it looks like the World Cup is also going on right now. So let's go ahead and just take a look at that really, really quickly. USA loses in Group B. Let me see. That looks like it's it. I haven't. Oh, Canada is also. So Mexico didn't qualify. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. So nothing too interesting there. I'll go ahead and show you guys how that ends up. I guess rolling out. But I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. I'll go ahead and show you guys how it ends. Oh my God, guys! I got my contract terminated. This is the worst feeling in FIFA. Let me go ahead and see if anybody's gonna offer me in the MLS. I hope they do. Oh, thank God. Okay, so LA Galaxy actually does, so we can actually see how the playoffs play out. Super happy about that. Oh my gosh, I was actually really worried. Go ahead and look at the standings together. So on the Eastern Conference, Inter de Miami actually ends up winning their conference right next to Orlando City. Looks like they fired me because we were dead last in 13th place, which kind of makes sense. In the other conference, LAFC actually tops off the group. Celtics and Rangers, 2nd and 3rd place, so not too bad. But man, I really wanted them to win their conference for some reason. Beach 1st and 2nd. Round 1, we see Celtics take down Sporting, and we see Timbers takes down Rangers once again. Portland Timbers actually takes down Celtics as well, so they don't even make it to the conference finals. And Portland Timbers actually wins the league, so I guess it wouldn't be a walk in the park for our Scotland friends. There are Scottish teams, but it looks like the US Open Cup, actually they did manage to finally get the first piece of silverware in Celtics beating Philadelphia Union 3-2-0. If you guys want to go ahead and see this experiment with any other team, make sure you guys comment down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. It's been X-Ray Hawk. Peace.